Minister Bheki Cele is dreaming in color, says the former State Security Agency Minister Ayanda Dlodlo. It's her turn now, okay? So do not lose me, okay? Because this is getting more and more complicated. The issue of the ANC political or cabinet heads at each other's throats. Remember, Bheki Cele claimed that he did not get intelligence information from Ketla the police commissioner, okay, of our republic. All right. Now, Ayanda Dlodlo states that as an intelligent head, or she's a former intelligent head, she was testifying at the South African Human Rights Commission. Okay, she stated that they have all these joint meetings. She called it net joint. Okay, and where the police are being represented, the intelligence are being represented, the army being represented, and the higher folks at the government cabinet as well. Okay, so she states now she's refuting what Bheki Cele had said in that arm of law enforcement. She stated that in fact they had intelligence from 2019 that there are moves to destabilize KwaZulu-Natal as well as Johannesburg. They also had drafted 14 reports of alert in that regard. They also had information in 2020 and early 2021 with regard to the destabilization of KZN as well as Gauteng province. Where in here she purport that this would be something that would be mobilized in order to put pressure to force this current sitting president Cyril Ramaphosa to resign. Okay, and she says to you, the Greater Society of the Republic of South Africa, that you should sleep comfortable at night in wrapped in your warm blanket of democracy and the constitution that is being strengthened by the men and women who are working hard in the intelligence agency, keeping us safe. Okay, so she states that she obviously not gonna get or give information to Bheki Cele because that's not how things work. That's not how the information is being shared. When they're having all these joint committees of different law enforcement agencies, each and every law enforcement agency would then have their representative who would then filter the information to all these different kind of department. In other words, a person who represented the South African Police Service will filter the information to the commissioner, who would then give the information to the minister who is in charge of our police, namely Bheki Cele. Although Bheki Cele said he had no information, he had to scramble. He had to pick up his phone because everybody knows his a mobile number. It's out there, so people calling him and gave him some tips. Some a private security agency called him and giving him tips because oh, poor him, he couldn't get no information from Ketla Sitole, who was just like information under his underarm, refusing like a little boy whom when we know that he's not a good soccer player and everybody's playing nicely and they're scoring, and when they're not passing him the ball, he grabs the ball and goes home and poof, ends the game. So that's what they've been saying. So in terms of optics, in terms of everybody watching what's going on, man, a hell of miscommunication. Remember, President Cyril Ramaphosa had to reshuffle a little bit in the law enforcement agencies area I remember Arthur Fraser was moved as well. A whole lot of people cried and said he should just been booted out. And then there's a Mr. Somnambulist, Zizi Godwa, who was briefly the Minister of Intelligence. One wonder whether he still is, because there's just a whole lot of movement throughout. Remember, he was moving from one mall to another during the July unrest and giving contradicting information about the unrest. That's when Ayanda Dlodlo, I think, said there was no insurrection, and the Minister of the Defense, she's the former Minister of Defense now, Nosiviwe Ngakula. She's now the Speaker of Parliament. She was like, there's no insurrection, and then the president said a whole different message, as well as Bheki Cele said the same different message. So there was lack of cohesion and communication and one voice coming out from the government represented by the African National Congress. Therefore, it's free for all when it comes to one having their own opinion. And it's sort of like when the presidency put out a statement. It was sort of like a statement, well, a tweet with a couple of threads stating that Minister Sisulu apologized about that article she wrote about Mzansi having its due of justice here. And then Minister Lindiwe Sisulu also came up saying, no, I did not apologize. We were still negotiating, and I didn't give no verdict about all this thing. And so, yeah, you don't know who's flying the plane. You don't know. Maybe it's flyless, just to borrow from the driverless motor vehicles, with the situation that doesn't even allay the fears and giving South Africans confidence that things are getting better, or things are, just a peace of mind at night that, yeah, we're safe. Just the thought, as opposed to the reality. So that's just my take. My name is Mamuji, and thanks for watching the Mamuji Show. I'm out.